Good afternoon, Nipissing University and Nipissing Lacrosse.
Hello, lacrosse friends. Welcome back to the final day of the 2021 Baggataway Cup here in North Bay on the campus of the Nipissing Lakers. I am Stephen Stamp, joined by Ryan McMichael. Pretty excited to have this, what should be a great game, a Western Conference matchup between the Guelph Gryphons and the Brock Badgers. And we're going to look at some history between these teams as we get ready for this game. Because there's a lot between these clubs over the years. In the 35 championships of CUFLA, the 35 Baggataway Cups, Brock has won over half of them. Guelph's done well. They've won 5. 18 for Brock.
Yeah, you know, that Brock powerhouse program, right? You know, there's not too much you can say about that. They just seem to be dominating and stepping up to the big dance every single year.
And they've played each other quite a bit. We don't have all the records complete at this point, so what we're doing is looking at the ones that we've had, that we know about, and these are the 6 ones that we have all the records for. You can see Brock has done very well, 3 in a row, and actually Brock and Guelph played about 5 other times. They have played a lot. Some close games, some not quite as close, but quite a history. You'll notice nothing since 2007, and I believe that might have been Brock's last championship. Guelph did win in 2013 and 2014. So, interesting to renew one of the oldest rivalries in CUFLA. We're going to take a break for the Canadian National Anthem. We'll be right back. As we get started, I am Stephen Stamp, soon to be joined by the dulcet tones of Ryan McMichael. A couple of interesting points for the teams. Jordan Gillis is here for Brock, coming in from NLL camp. Sam LeClaire still not here. Unfortunately for them, their leading scorer. And for Guelph, Matt Sykes is not here. He is also still at NLL camp. But they do have 2 players who have arrived. Hunter Agus was here early and was listed as one of the starters. Jordan Aki, hang on, here's a break off the opening whistle. Mitch Gustafson, the Gus Bus rides down to the offensive zone, but misses on the shot. He will truck off to the bench, or bus off to the bench, and Guelph will take possession. Their starting goalie with the ball right now is Cam McLeod. Has been outstanding in their pair of games they've won. Both these teams playing their 3rd game of the weekend as both came through as not number 1 seeds. So not that usual. It doesn't happen all that often that we have 2 teams that have played Friday and Saturday here in the championship. The starting goaltender at the other end is Simon Bellamy, and both have been outstanding. They're both All-Canadians this year. One All-Canadian, the other honorable mention. Honestly, you could pretty much toss a coin between them and see who you'd want on a given day. They are both great. Here's a nice chance in the first goal of the game for Guelph, coming from behind. Michael Berger, speaking of All-Canadians and guys having great tournaments, Berger comes out and rips one between Bellamy and the post to tie things up, or to go ahead.
I don't know, are we live? Can we hear? Nothing?
I'm not sure.
No.
Can anyone hear Ryan? Can anyone hear me?
For the Guelph Gryphons, number 1, Michael Berger.
Okay, I'm going to keep going, and hopefully we'll get you back up. It looks good. It looks like we've got on the board, but hopefully Ryan McMichael will be with us soon. The Gremlins have gotten into the system a little bit, apparently. Here's another win by Gustafson, and he is flattened. The helmet is off. The stick has gone flying. The flags are also flying. Brock is going to try and take advantage on the delayed penalty as Alex Pace gets it down low. Oh, what a pass to Rex, and they do it. Josh Rex, who's been finishing on top of the crease all weekend, takes the pass from Curtis Rahanic, who was Brock's player of the game yesterday, and the Badgers tie it up at 1. And Nick Nigro goes over to grab the gear of Mitch Gustafson that was left on the field. There we go. I think we have some sound. I think it was the old input system.
The old input.
There we go.
All right. We're live, folks. We're live. Let's go.
We are fricked.
We are fricked up.
All right. Great to have you along, Ryan.
Great to be here. I've been here all day.
Yes.
But it's great to finally be heard.
Yes.
I like being heard.
Everyone likes to be heard.
Like to be heard. It looks like the Brock faithful is getting really excited with the penalty call on Gus, so it might be a 3. I'm not sure.
We'll see. Gustafson is back up. He's heading back out to the field, so it looks like he's ready for the next face-off. But he was shaken up.
Yeah, Mitchie might have been solid. That was a big hit.
Yeah.
A real big hit. But Mitchie might have sold that one a little bit. He looks like he's up. He's ready to go. The Gus bus is ready to roll.
Kyle Detweiler doing face-off duty for Guelph. Oh, wait, one moment. Looks like, Matthew Stone is coming out to the far side. I wonder if Jordan Aki is coming in to take face-offs. Oh, Detweiler's serving the penalty. He's penalized.
Yeah, I think he was the one that blew up Gussie.
Yeah, okay, so it is Stone that's coming out with the long stick to try and go against Mitch Gustafson, and that is not a recipe for success.
No, this is just, them trying to take a defensive position off of the face-off, right? You almost got to concede this one to Gussie and not let Brock push pace on the power play right away.
Stone actually did head over to the bench. I guess he grabbed the face-off twig and used it, and he's gone. Here's a big wind-up, but Rahanic will pull it back. Pace at the top. Gets it back to Braniff. Nate Braniff's shot right off the bean of McLeod.
Yeah, that
bouncing
was
around.
Great soak by Clowder. Just putting himself in the right position to make the save with his right shoulder over the top of the head.
There you go. Rahanic starts with it at X. They got Braniff on the back door. Zulian at the shooter spot, and he's going to duck under. Spins back out. Nice job there by Cole Cook. Cole Cook had a strong game for Guelph yesterday.
Yeah, he's been playing well all weekend.
Very good.
Very elusive shot on him. It doesn't look like it's coming in too hot, but once it hits the back of the cage, it just ripples.
Pace has to handcuff him. Ogilvy on top of it, and there's Cole Cook tracking it down. He'll come away. Oh, it gets away from him, though. Berger tried to grab it. Eventually, it's Wittig, and he's going to go for a run. He's lost the ball. Now, the players were talking about the field being a bit slippery. It rained a little this morning, and they said, they got to get used to the field. It's got the rubberized material. It can be a bit slick at times. Yeah. And they said with the rain, they had to adjust. And I don't know if it shouldn't affect the balls that much.
No, it shouldn't, but, it might get in the guys' heads a little bit, right? They might be over pursuing the ball a little bit, thinking that they have to get a little bit lower, put a little bit more bottom hand into that one, and then try and just force the issue.
Guelph taking their time setting up with Berger. We are all tied up at 1. Berger watched there by Dante Romano. Now Romano's switching to try and pick up Whitty. Whitty made the pass across. It gets away. And it's McGregor Allen, another standout here at the tournament. Tough positioning there. Fighting to not go offside. I think they probably were okay. I did go and clarify the over and back because I'd forgotten some of the details. Did they go out?
No, push on the back on Guelph, so we're going Brock ball.
Gets it.
Brock ball, yes.
Yeah, so I clarified it's only, you can be in the midfield zone all you want in the between the lines, but once you go into the box, so over this yellow line that it's passing right now Brock can't go back over center.
There we go.
A lot of you who are watching probably knew that. I had forgotten that one, I guess.
I straight up didn't know it.
Yeah. Long run for Josh Rex, and he bounces one. McLeod, no problem with that. Nolan shot, a.k.a. Dyson.
I was interested to see on what matchup Nolan Shot was going to have this afternoon, right?
Yeah.
I'd caught the Guelph coaching staff in one of the elevators today, and I had asked him, so, you're going to go Shotty on pacer, right? And he goes, we'll see. But with the job that Shotty did yesterday on Tate Katoni at, through quarters 2, 3, 4, right? You got to kind of think that maybe he would be the guy that would be going up against the big gun in Alex Pace, but so far it hasn't really worked out the way that I thought it was going to.
Yeah. Hey, we are early, but 5.5 minutes in. We'll see how that evolves. Nice pass in the spin. Berger tucks home his second. Great feed as Nicholas Volkov makes a short lever pass.
Yeah, we're getting comments on the camera angles over social medias. Apparently it keeps cutting out, so I'm not sure what we got going on.
The feed's cutting out, or
the feed's cutting out a little bit. Yeah, there's. All right, yeah, just try and stick with us here, folks. We got a little bit of technical issues going on, but we'll fix her up.
Apparently we were good to go until about 3 minutes left in the warm-up. As we were going live, we had some issues. There's Jordan Aki out to face Gustafson, still wearing his box helmet from would have been a Georgia Swarm camp this morning, and then drove up. It's quite a scene when Aki arrived, carrying all his stuff out to the field, and they're all like cheering and yelling and stuff. And finally, one guy's like, "Go help him!" He had hands full of stuff, so they help him across. And he gets the gear on and throws on that box bucket, which, frankly, I don't know why everyone doesn't wear just wear box helmets, but whatever.
I feel like him and Gillis may have drove together because they
camped together, right?
They literally showed up at the exact same time. So
I think they must have. It would make sense, right? They're coming up from the same barn.
Save on gas.
Yeah. Violation, and Guelph will take over. They have a 2-1 lead.
Guelph has numbers.
Ogilvie right down in the crease to Whitty. And you can see Bellamy is still saying that Whitty was on the crease. He is not going to win that argument. It's 3-1 Gryphons.
Mitchell Ogilvie has shown up on Championship Sunday so far. We shouldn't be surprised, right? The kid's shown up every single game so far. You know, it shouldn't be surprising, but he's just continually doing everything perfect.
Yeah.
You know, that one where Jeff Whitting lost a loose ball about 5 minutes ago. Who was it that was there to pick it up and control the pace? Yeah. You know, Mitchell Ogilvie. Right there where we see it. You know, he looked off 3 guys and then just makes a perfect skip pass to the guy wide open on the doorstep. Beautiful goal. We got a 3-1 lead for the Guelph Gryphons.
That one did not want to try and flip that ball out. You could see him carrying it gingerly in the backside of the stick after winning the clamp, and he just then made the little flip pass to make sure that Guelph maintained possession. I remember seeing Mike Atwood. I mean, there are others, but Mike Atwood, for me, was the master of winning in the backside of the stick, running down and shooting with it.
Yeah, I've seen a couple guys out trying to do that one. You know, just don't try and flip her out, right? Just try and gun it as hard as you can down on the bottom and just see what happens. Here's a big boy matchup, though. Hey, Mitchell Ogilvie, Alex Pace, short sticks.
Guelph taking their time. Here's Ben Doherty. Watched by Bodie Shields. Gets a half a step on him. Full step. Splits the D in a one-hand sweep pass to Berger. That pass may have been tipped away. I think that was Pace getting in the way of it. Heads up play by, again, Nolan Schott to just flip the ball back forward. You're saying, you know, if not Mitch Ogilvie getting a loose ball like he just did there, if it's not Ogilvie, it's Schott, and then Ogilvie's running into space to give Schott an outlet pass.
Yeah, so I think what might have happened is with Mitch Ogilvie's sponsorship through Dyson, he's used his connections, and he might have gotten Nolan Schott a little side deal there, right? Because the two of them together are just sucking up everything up in the midfield.
Yeah, I told him why not. Quick open.
Guelph controlling the ball again. Here's Watson in behind the net. Comes out, tries a little over-the-shoulder shot. Didn't quite connect. Bellamy gets back, though, to get the backup and get possession for the Badgers.
Okay, so just a little quick touch on Friday night's game.
Yes.
The Brock Friday night game. We had a little mix-up in numbers, okay? It was not Connor O'Toole that was playing in net.
Right.
It was, in fact, Ethan Lowe. So anybody out there who is a little bit upset at me for calling Ethan Lowe, and Ethan Lowe is a very good friend of mine. I love the kid, so I would just like to, you know, pay my respects to his family and let their family know that that was Ethan that was standing up so tall in the second half in the first game there on Friday.
Loose ball. Ogilvie gets it again. He takes the sharp angle rip, and then there's a race to the sideline to get the ball, and Connor Watson wins it. Just edging out Thomas Whitty, both of them slightly ahead of Romano on the D. They'll slow it down. Mark Wilson will take this ball. Rolls it to the far side, where Nicholas Volkov
This is where he
really
was
coming into his own.
This is where he was dangerous from on Friday too, right? His dodging from so high up with so much speed, and that just unorthodox shot that he has was catching goalies off guard.
Berger, who's just a big game player. He's got Wittig all over him. The big push. That one gets a little away.
Berger's going to have himself a day there with the big dog Jeff Whitting all over him. You know, that's also going to be a huge matchup for us to watch.
Interesting to see how committed they are to that. There's a rip by Pace. McLeod scoops it up, and the rebound is swatted out of the air by, I think it was Josh Rex that tapped that one home.
Yeah,
we'll see on the replay, but we don't have a feed.
I'm not sure exactly who that was. I couldn't see with all the commotion in front of the net. But great save by Claudia. Unfortunately, he just pops the ball up in the air, and the Brock guy takes a swipe at it. We're going 3-2 for Guelph still.
Goal for the Brock Badgers.
Aki is back out.
Number 77, Josh Rex.
Yeah, so clarification, it was Rex that ended up swatting that one in.
Yeah. Violation on Gustafson. That's the one thing about the mechanics of the violation call is the ref standing there, and they seem to do the winding the arms for a while, and the players don't know which way it's going. It looked like Gustafson thought he was getting that ball right.
I think
Aki had run off.
I think he was trying to do a last-minute sell job.
Maybe. Maybe.
Gussie's good with the lyrics out there too, right? So there's a good possibility he was doing the last-minute sell job for his boys.
Whitty gets in and grabs it, has it chopped away, and Romano comes up with it.
Yeah, Whitty looks like he took one right off the calf, or off the leg there, sorry.
Liam McCrimmon, sidearm pass with the long pole. Over to Rahanic. Rahanic had a great game last night. Really got things rolling with the in that second half as Brock started to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, it's just his pure composure too, right? He seems like he's not in a rush anytime he gets around the cage. You see some guys there and they look like they're in a rush to try and score. He's just so composed around the cage.
Yeah, Jason, I think it was Jason Rudge was saying, no, it was Nick Subri, his Rahanic with Ogilvy all over him. There's quite a battle. There's a help swat, and Braniff tries to duck underneath. Nice positioning by Laverne. Or sorry, that's Hunter Agus with a nice play.
That looked like Ogie threw kind of an inverted ice pick there to get that check almost, right? I wonder if that's from the backyards of Mac O'Brien.
Ball gets away, and Brock will retain possession. But Nick Subaru was saying, one thing that he learned when he was playing, he tries to impart to his players is you usually have a little bit more time than you think.
Yeah, you should never really be in a rush around the cage when you got space, right? Just do your go-to move, throw a power fake high, bang it low, quick 1-2, but always stay composed and have your wits about you when you want to be around cage.
Rahanic has embraced that approach.
Yes.
Braniff lets that one rip well wide. But they get the back up. Brock retains possession.
Outside of that one quarter by Tate Katoni, he might be the best attackman out here so far.
Rahanic?
Yeah.
He's been good. Braniff goes back to Rahanic. Oh, nice pass, and Rex taps it home. Boy, Josh Rex has been dangerous. I'm not sure he's touched the ball more than 10 feet from the crease.
Yeah, just a nice little quick stick, right? But all that work is Rohanic behind the net, and then just a little off-ball cut. He's not doing too much work. Rohanic, we get a nice little side dodge here. We're going to go behind into X, and then now we got our feeder, right? And then just a quick little slip dodge and just in and out of his stick. Doesn't even hold it for half of a second.
Goal for the Brock Badgers. Number 77, Josh Rex. Assisted by number 16.
So 3-3. Brock is pulled back into a tie. And Gustafson comes up with it, but Aki all over the stick. Nice job coming in to help by Cole Cook. But the Badgers retain possession. There's McGregor Allen.
Also had himself somewhat of a tournament so far. McGregor Allen just so composed back there on the D end, right? Smooth and steady.
100%. Or Hundo P, is it you like to say? I like that one.
That's a good one.
Catchy.
Hey, well, Shrekisms, baby.
Zulian backpedaling. Here he comes. A little fancy footwork. Passes it down below. Braniff quickly moves it. Here's Pace, watched by his fellow number 5, Cook. Goes to Braniff. Oh, that one's off the post. And it's going to be Guelph getting possession. Nice hustle by Hunter Agus to get there before Mitch Zulian could.
I wouldn't want to be the ref on that call. That one was a little bit too close for me.
Well, Zulian was closing fast.
Oh, yeah, that kid was coming in hot.
Yeah.
Speaking of coming in hot.
You're going to backpedal out, slow things down a little bit with Mark Wilson. Goes behind the net, but gets away from Whitty. Everyone closing in. Watson goes after it. It's Bellamy who dives out and then rolls it to Berger, who misses the net. Oh, my goodness, Berger. That was one, again, where you say you have a little more time and you think Berger felt the rush. Goalie out, you just want to get the shot off. Probably could have waited till after Wittig slid and got that shot in.
I wouldn't even hated to see his buddy on the far side pop up and let's do our world famous one more.
Yeah, that's not a bad call either. Here's Wittig all the way down and gives the Badgers the lead. Jeff Wittig, coast to coast, after the sliding attempted save at one end, buries the bouncer at the other.
And that's just a full field player, doing everything that his squad needs him to do, right? He's selling out. He's trying to make the save at the other end. And then he's like, you know what, I'm just going to take this ball, push pace, and look at this, the hard bounce shot. Goalie doesn't have a chance.
I believe that's Brock's first lead, is it not?
Yes.
There you go.
Goal for the Brock Badgers.
And so far, our Twitter poll is bang on, right? We almost have a 56-40-something split right now, right? We got almost close to a tie game, 2 minutes left. Exciting Sunday.
There you go.
Yeah, right now we're sitting at a 56-44 Brock lead on the world-famous Uncle Frick Twitter poll.
All right.
I think we might have had the one time there where Mitchell Ogilvie was in a scrum and didn't come up with the ball.
Crazy. It just looks weird.
Right? But now, again, Alex Pace goes in there and picks it up and says, okay, I'll take this one, so you shouldn't be too upset, but just surprising to see Mitchell Ogilvie not come out of the scrum with the ball.
Pace slowing things down as Gustafson goes to the bench. Jack Fitzgerald coming in. Pace watched there by Kyle Detweiler, one of the two Guelph face-off guys. Little double clutch for Rahanic. It looked like he was getting ready to shoot. Here's Conor Cueno. He looks like he's getting ready. They're loading it up out there. It's not letting it rip. Oh, Nolan shot with the active stick and then just knocks the stick right out of the hands of Rex.
Yeah, Guelph's really going to need, Shoddy's had a good quiet game so far, but they're going to need him to make more plays like that, right? Just interrupt their offense, get his sticks out in lanes, and just start touching people.
Yeah. And move the ball. I mean, he did such a good job of getting the ball up the field.
A great job in transition yesterday, yeah.
Here's Ogilvie slowing it down. Takes a look at the entire offensive area.
Well, I think this is where, Mitch he's using this as his break. You know what I mean? Instead of going off and changing and staying off the field, I think Mitchell's going to use this one as his break. And you know what, guys? I'm going to take 15 here, and then I'm going to go.
Yeah, and we've talked about how he plays 70, 75 minutes in the game.
It's disgusting. I've never seen it. I think that one time when we were talking about when he played for St. Pete's, he might have played the whole game.
Yeah, he was amazing with the Saints. Down to the last 12 of the quarter. Now he's got to go. High pass. Hard sidearm rip, but Wilson is just a little bit wide. And they're going to run out of time. We will go to the quarter break with the score Brock Badgers 4, Guelph Gryphons 3. This is what we're anticipating as a terrific Baggataway Cup championship game. I'm Stephen Stamp with Ryan McMichael. We'll be back on Lacrosse Sports Network in 2 minutes. Going for the face-off. And Brock does come away with possession from that face-off. Here's Rahanic. Tyrus Rahanic circling up top. Watched by Schott.
Yeah, this was more of a matchup I thought I would see. Is either Shoddy on Rahanic or Shoddy getting the big dog and Alex Pace that's coming in late.
Yeah. Pace is up top. Pace doing Pace and Ogilvie just the impact they have on both ends of the field is amazing.
Amazing, right? But and they're just full field players. Pace is doing all the dirty work in the defensive end. So is Mitchell Ogilvie. Yeah. Mitchell's doing all of the hard work, for his offense, and the boys in Guelph. So is Alex Pace. Right? It's just a battle of heavyweights right now.
Rahanic directing traffic. He hits Pace cutting. Cook stays on him. Hands it off to Zulian. Good one-on-one defense by Brock. And then Shaw was almost gone with it. Almost picked it up, but it got through to Rex and the huge save. Now there's a penalty coming.
Yeah, Shotty tried to, do his best Steve Toll impression there and take a couple early steps, right? But how about that save? Cameron McLeod, good lordy. He's right on the crease. Stone City.
He has been so good. I mean, what a performance we saw from Ian Connors with Bishops yesterday. But, I mean, these two guys, McLeod and Bellamy, it's just a head-to-head heavyweight toe-to-toe battle.
And we're seeing it early, right? Frick's favorite phrase, man. Big game stones. These guys both have them. They're showing everybody here right now.
Berger, watched by Wittig. Wittig, nice job to slip by Whitty and stay with his man. Good movement by Guelph. The shot, is that? No, what a save. Bellamy just got a little bit.
Yeah, I think a little bit off the toe, a little bit off the outside of that, but that was a great spin shot by that Guelph fella, number 9.
Ben Doherty. Guelph will get the ball back. I think we had a face-off crease violation, actually by Brock. Oh, Andrew Ecclestone's running down the field because he had to go back and pick up his flag.
He's got to work out today.
He is. I saw him warming up beforehand. He's like, gotta get warm. It's a lovely day here, by the way. About 10 or 11 degrees. And
was that the poly warm-up or the 2-dart warm-up?
Oh, another save by Bellamy. That was the running warm-up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, Mitch Ogilvie, come on.
That's unfair. It's almost unfair how easily he just one-hand scoops that ball.
Oh, come on. And just casually runs to the middle of the field and rips an absolute rocket past Simon Bellamy. Oh, Mitch Ogilvie.
And it's not like we're going to forget you're there, Mitchell, but it's almost like, hey, guys, I'm still here.
Yeah.
He goes over and just beautiful one-hand pickup, just the old school traditional native pickup, one-hander, and then just 3 casual hard strides in that and just rip City.
Yeah. I remember leading up to the NLL draft, people asking me, really, this Ogilvie kid, is he that good? You got him ranked pretty high. And I was like, you see him at first, and you don't think much. You watch him for a bit, you don't see him, and then all of a sudden he just starts doing things. When he was the captain of the Peterborough Lakers Junior A team, I got to see him all the time, and the little things he would do on a day-to-day basis. When they had no offense, most of their offense attack forwards were either still at school or injured or just not playing that summer, and he was running the power play. He was their top defender, killed penalties, was running the power play, was their third leading scorer as a defender, who just happened to go up and play. He was unbelievable.
Yeah,
he would do everything.
He's got that old school swagger to him, right?
Yeah.
He's got a lot of Uncle Andy in there to where, just let him go wherever he wants, and he's not going to be a hindrance.
Aidan Bowie in number 8 there with the ball. Don't recall seeing a lot of him in the first couple of games, but what a spin move there. Spinning like pirouetting like Kevin Wu.
Kenny Wu.
Kenny Wu, that's it.
There you go. Mighty Ducks 2. Mighty Ducks 2.
Oh, you're not sure?
No,
I
second guess myself there. I don't like it.
How many of those did they make?
I think there's 4.
Okay.
The 4th one's not so good, like Rocky.
Oh, Rocky 4. Oh, look at that move by Bowie. Takes a little push on the back. The flag was already flying. It's going to be a slashing call. 1 minute.
Yeah, it was just a nice little, under spin dodge there and gets himself right in front of the crease and buries.
Yeah, Stepweiler going off. So, big opportunity for Brock.
Goal for the Brock Badgers.
We haven't seen any big runs. Guelph got 2 or 3 in a row early, or just a couple, but we really haven't seen a lot of one team kind of going on a run, and that's one thing that Brock does that seems to make a huge difference. for them in games. That's how they win their games.
Yeah, and Guelph's really going to have to control that, right? Either a huge defense. It's looking like it's going to have to be a huge defensive stop right now, right?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming that the Guelph Gryphons are going to lean on a guy like Nolan Shaw right now. Just settle the play down a little bit, make a big defensive play, and then let's get the ball back rolling for the Guelph Gryphons.
Yeah, Jordan Ackey playing some defense. Brock's going to take a timeout and get things all set up. So here we are. It's 5-4. Brock has pulled slightly ahead. Like we said, the runs are big for them. But the one thing we didn't actually get to it in the pregame. These teams have played twice this season. Back on October 3rd, Brock beat Guelph 10-8, close game, very tight the whole way. And then on October 24th, just a couple of weeks ago, in Guelph, Brock won 18-6.
Yeah, and I'm really happy that this game right now, it's so close, and it's such a tightly contested affair that we didn't have a drubbing like we did over in that game in Brock, right? But these two teams, we saw them both in the morning. We saw them both at breakfast. Both teams are ready to go. Everybody's hyped. Everybody's jacked. It's a big game Sunday, and it looks like the boys are ready to roll.
We've got some muffle action going on today, too. The Maritime University Field Lacrosse League Championships happening. It's pretty cool. Our sister league, I guess they would be. I know you were asking the other day when we're going to get the muffle teams involved in Kufla. There have been conversations.
I know a good buddy of mine out west, Jared Pozzelbon. He's really trying to push for the West Coast to get into the Kufla as well. So it'd be really nice just to see everybody combine, and let's just join forces across this great country that we have. Because there's so much good lacrosse everywhere. The Maritimes, they're saying that they're not ready yet, right? Well, let's talk to the Alberta Junior A League, right? And when Andrew McBride and all those guys are in Brucey Cod, they're making that huge push to get the Alberta Junior A League in there. You got to get to the dance to learn the steps, folks, right? Let's get to the dance. We'll learn how to dance when we're there. Let's just get there, right? And then combine all this great lacrosse that we have.
Alex Pace hands it off to Bowie. Braniff, step back pass, and it's knocked away. Still bouncing here. It's grabbed by Bowie. Was that grabbed out of midair by Shot?
Either grabbed out of midair by Shoddy, or that's a big game soak by Shoddy, and just look at him. Easy clear. Easy. Oh, bad pass.
Adventurous.
18-year-old kid, maybe he could get a little bit too excited, right? But just a big game soak by Shoddy in front just to start off the play.
Here's Rahanic. He sees they've got numbers. He's pushing. Further to our discussion earlier about the over and back, when the team does go inside the box, inside the yellow line, and you see the ref point, that's where he's saying they've gone into the box. They can't go back over now.
Aha, there you go.
Right?
I love learning.
I thought that it's just like communicating.
I like
each other.
Yeah, that's what. Honestly, I'm not joking around. That's what I thought too. Like they're in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, we're in.
We're in. Zulian watched by Ogilvy. Yeah. Not sure if he actually thought people were going to buy that fake, but he was pretty much past the shooting.
Oh, yeah. That was a little hitch pass fake.
Yeah. Here's Rahanic. He's got Laverne on him. That shot's wide. Who is closest? It will be Brock retaining possession. We are back to even strength. The penalty's over.
Yeah, nobody from Guelph even reacted there, right? They might be a little bit gassed as we look for a good time to Brock to take advantage.
Zulian with Ogilvy on him. Gets a couple of steps. That's a pass. I think that's a pass, and that's going to be a turnover.
No, that's a shot.
That's a shot?
A bad shot.
Okay.
But it's still a shot. The attempt at cage was there. Not a very good attempt, but the attempt was there. Nice check.
Great strip. Oh, but with casualness. Hunter Agus with a nice strip and then almost gave it back.
Well, I think he was like purposely trying to flip her back into Cloudy there.
Yeah. Yeah, but he almost didn't get it there, I thought, with the Brock pressure on. Here comes Guelph. Now, having killed that penalty, they got the big stop. Can they even things up? Ogilvy looked like he might step into that. He's going to wait instead. Probably a wise decision.
Yeah, he realizes his matchup, right? Mitchie's always looking to shoot, right? Shooter's got to shoot, and you shoot till you're hot, and then when you're hot, you keep shooting. Unfortunately, there he looked up. He saw the big dog, Alice Pakes. He said, you know what? Let's slow her down a little bit. We'll take my time.
Berger watched by Wittig. Definitely does seem like Brock is trying to keep that match up, the Wittig on Berger.
I think that's the smartest play for Brock too, right?
Yeah.
Berger's been having a heck of a tournament so far. You know, Jeff Wittig right now, he's one of the top 2 defenders in this tournament right now alongside Nolan Schott.
Great trail check by Bodie Shields, but it's still loose. It's going to be recovered by Mark Wilson. Ogilvie on pace again, and that's great footwork by Pace.
Yeah, you know, I think Mitch is just sizing him up a little bit and see what alley and what angle he can go at, right? But Pacer's going to stay with him all day. This is where Guelph needs to figure out how do we free up Mitchell Ogilvie right now. You know, let's get him
There's
away.
a shot by Wilson, stopped by Bellamy if they tried the little flip pass, but yeah.
You know, that's their gun.
Oh, that almost got away. Romano just tracks it down, gets back to Bellamy. Pressure immediately from Watson. A little belly stop. And a procedure call happened right behind the pillar. If you haven't been with us all weekend, we do have just a post in the middle of the windows here holding up the booth, which is good so it doesn't fall down. But it makes it, we don't want the roof collapsing, but it does mean occasionally in the corner we're having to duck back and forth to try and keep track of the action.
My construction experience tells me this pillar has no structural value whatsoever.
Okay. My very limited construction experience tells me I don't want the roof to fall down, so if they need a post there, I'm okay with it. It's not super solid, is it?
There's no post, it's hollow.
It's just drywall. Well, now I'm disappointed. Simon Bellamy has the ball. We've got a little over half to go in the second quarter. I'm Stephen Stamp with Ryan McMichael. Thanks for being with us here for Baggataway Cup 2021 here on the Lacrosse Sports Network. Stick with us at the half. We'll have coach's comments with Coach Subes, Nick Subry coming in, the McGill head coach. Anything else happening at the half there, Frick?
Not much, no.
Okay, cool. Then we'll take a little break and be back. But for now, we've still got 10 minutes to play, and we've got a drive down by Aquino, gives it off to Hannock.
No.
He is flattened by Doherty. Here comes the flag. Were you saying no to the flag?
I'm saying no to the flag. Yeah, I don't like that. That's just good physical. That's good. Sorry, that's good physical lacrosse. You know, he makes the play. Yes, it might be a half second late, but the guy's coming in full steam. Like, what do you want him to do there? I don't agree.
So Doherty will go to the bench. Here we have the play. I think you and I tend to like a bit more, to allow a bit more physical of a game than a lot of the rest.
Physicality is a huge part of this game, right? And that's how guys get mojo going. You know, as an offensive guy, you get it.
Oh, goodness, Nathan Braniff. What a rip. Absolutely. He loves the high-to-high.
Yeah, if anybody wants to look up the definition of Bar Mexico, there you go, right? That is just a perfectly placed shot, you know. Just a quick little step down, as you say, Stamper, high-to-high. But look at the great rotation on the Brock Badgers power play. You know, just absolutely great rotation. You can't paint a better picture of Bar Mexico than that right there. 6'4" Brock.
Goal for the Brock Badgers. Number 19, Nathan Braniff.
Just received some fun facts on my text line here.
Okay, share them.
A friend of mine unfortunately lost twice in a row when he was in Brock to Guelph.
Okay.
In the semis. So I guess there is a little bit more of an elusive history than just the finals, right? I guess Guelph might have their numbers in semis. Maybe Brock has their numbers in the finals.
No, Brock's won 5 out of the 6 finals that we've got. Are you saying Guelph?
So
beat
Guelph,
Brock in the semis?
So Guelph had beat Brock twice in a row, 2 years in a row in the semis.
Okay, what years was that?
I'll have to double check with my sources.
Was that the 13-14? I'm trying to think. 13 in at McGill and then 14 at Oshawa, the Civic Fields.
I'm gonna have to. I just reached out. I'm gonna have to double check.
Okay. Volkov taking his time up top, waves Doherty down. He wants to go one-on-one with Bodie Shields from just inside the center.
Yeah, and look at this gap closing, right? They got the book on this guy, and they know that his elusiveness and his strong suit is all that speed dodges, right? So they're going to close that gap quickly and not allow him to use his strengths.
Shields gets that ball after causing the turnover. Now he's got some space. He's going to shoot and scores. Bodie Shields makes the play at one end on defense and goes up and scores at the other. I let Jeff Wittig.
Oh, yeah, you know, maybe...
But without the pole.
Without the pole, without the big stick, yeah, maybe these two here, you know, banging off a little bit of pregame talk, but he makes the right play down at the end, a little give and go, and he's going all the way to the cage. Just guy's eyes light up as soon as he gets the ball. Power shot down low, 7-4. This might be the run that we're talking about that Brock's on.
Number 88.
Okay, so clarification here, Stamper.
Yes.
Those two semifinals were 13 and 14, and they were both McGill and Oshawa.
There you go. And apparently we've got everything working now. The cameras are behaving, listening to their directions. And working also is Mitch Gustafson, but the pass goes awry, and Guelph will get possession. So, yeah, those are some great Guelph teams in 13-14. We've talked about it a bit with Ryan Serville and Curtis Knight. Jordan Critch was amazing.
Critchy, what a name drop, too. Like, just an absolute stand-up fella, Critchy boy.
Sam Kozakowski was saying when they actually had him at midi most of the year, moved him up to attack, and near the end and into the Baggataway, and said complete game changer for them. They had some ups and downs that season, and then it came together. And Critch,
and now
I can still see a stick with the barber pole paint tape job.
Yeah, and like those Guelph teams, like, as you say, just so stacked, right? Curtis Knight just absolutely dominated this league the 2 years that he was here.
Yeah. Scott Johnston.
Yeah, the Surge. I played with him in Langley. Just an absolute weapon, the Surge. Sergeant Slaughter. What's up, Scotty
Berger
Johns?
tries to hit Volkov. Ogilvy going after it. He'll stop it before the Brock attack can get anywhere near it.
Is that the easiest loose ball of his career, or what?
Might be. Get time to just stop it, take a look around, then go pick it up.
Could have made a sandwich.
Could have. Wouldn't have had time to eat much of it. But
No. Sandwich to go.
you got it set for later.
Yeah, to go. Togo. Give me one of those Togo sandwiches.
Dennis over to Ogilvy to Volkov. He's going to go up top to Dennis.
Yeah, Brock's doing a great job of closing space in the midfield.
Gets by Callum Jeffrey, gets a shot, swallowed up by Bellamy.
See, this is where the consistency...
Whittick, what a nice little touch pass. Just tapping it straight back to Bellamy as Whitty got all over him.
Yeah, but this is where the consistency with referees kind of bothers me a little bit, right? We saw the play down here with the Guelph end. It's a half second late, and they throw the flag. Okay, well, let's get the same call down the other end, right? That was a blow-up, maybe even a little bit later, right? Let's get the consistency going, Stripes.
I like consistency.
Consistency is key. It lets everybody know where the line is. We were talking about that last night in the hotel room, right? You know, it's great referees. They establish the line early and they let you play around the line, but you don't do anything egregious.
Whittick heads back over center. Rahanic Fitzgerald joins the offense, takes the pass as Brock is at full changes made and ready to roll.
I know great up-and-coming Team Canada defender Tyson Bell's really loving Jeff Whitting's game right now. Nice hack.
Fitzgerald with Ogilvy on him. You can see him just breaking down Ogilvy. It's like he's hunting the attack player.
Yeah, he just gets so low and just such a strong defensive stance, too.
Nice little move by Cueno and feeds it down. Now they had Peter Rinowick on his offside, and that's where I think you'd see an American probably just switch hands for that.
Yes.
That was a tough angle.
Yeah, you just catch it right-handed too, right? So that you're outside, your stick's on the outside lane, and then you can just fire it far side. I think he's coming back to a strong side now, probably the best spot for him. But just catch that right-handed or left-handed, sorry, and then your stick's even a little bit more open. It's harder for your defender to reach it.
Yep. Braniff to Aquano, gets away, but he gets it back. Bryce Dennis on him. That shot goes wide, but Rahanic is standing practically on the end line for the backup, and he'll give it to Jack Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald has to adjust the bucket after Ogie got up in his face.
Ogie just letting him know he's there.
Nice job by Thomas McDonald fighting through the pick. And you could hear the communication saying, get over it, get over it.
Yeah, it's just excellent directions by the Guelph bench. No, Drake.
Whittick reached across and kept that ball on the side of center, but did we get a timeout, or is there a...
No, Drake's calling a penalty on no one shot. Yeah, Jake Bennett, the referee, threw a flag, and it looked like it was going to be on Nolan's shot, but he's not going anywhere. So, but there is a flag down.
There is a flag down. He's just picking it up.
I'm not losing my mind. There is a flag down.
I think that ship sailed a while ago, Frick.
Oh God, yes. There was a ship.
Maybe it just swam away. Seriously, it was fun having you here. Glad you could make the trip up.
I really appreciate the opportunity to be here. I'm having a great time. Appreciate all the feedback. Here, I converted somebody too.
Okay.
Into a fan of Frick. Our buddy Timmy Murdoch.
Yeah, he was on board yesterday.
Oh no! You should see the DM he just sent me. He goes, "Keep it up with the Frickisms. I don't care if you call it a big stick, a long pole, nothing, man." Timmy Murdoch, thanks, buddy. We're coming for you, Murdoch.
Couple of spins by Bowie, hands it off. Guelph rotating well defensively. And Brock will reset Rahanic down in the corner. Watched by Detweiler. A little shimmy. Low pass. That's a tough one when you make that pass right at the guy's knees.
Yeah, especially when he's cutting through. He's got a guy draped all over him, right? You want to get that pinned up right by his ear.
Yeah, he's got the stick up where he wants it, and it's down low. That's hard to get down, get it, and get back up.
Guelph's got to get to within at least, I want to say, 2 here at the half.
Yeah, just a minute 44 to go until the break.
It'd be nice to see, if you're a Guelph fan here, you'd like to see a nice 7-6 going into the half, right? But realistically, drive it to within 2, bury one here at the end of the half, go into the second half with a little bit of more momentum, and then just, get back to the game plan, right? It seems like they're getting a little bit away from the game plan, as we see by a lucky pass that got through to Mitch Berger.
Yeah, timeout for Guelph after lands with Berger. My goodness, Bodie Shields almost had that one. So 122, remember at halftime we will have coach's comments with Coach Nick Subry, the new coach of the McGill Redbirds, as Tim Murdoch retired a couple years ago now after 17 years at the helm of McGill, and just did so much for that program, for Kufla. I mean, you won't get a more passionate believer and supporter of Kufla and of McGill, and he groomed Nick Subry as an assistant coach to take over, and it's been tough on Coach Nick because he's never got to coach a real game.
Yeah, I don't know Timmy Murdoch too well, outside of our little Twitter interactions, a little conversation with there, a couple years ago, but he seems like he's a stand-up fella. He does a lot for the game, as you say, out there in Quebec and in Montreal. So, great job, Timmy. Congratulations on a great career, brother. 17 years in this game, that's a long time, especially for, club university field lacrosse. I know you didn't go rich on that, so, thanks for everything that you do for the game of lacrosse, big guy.
So, with 1:22 to go, interesting, Brock, they've decided to head out. The defensive group is out right on the Lakers logo, as we see a few of the goals that have happened today.
Yeah, Bellamy's just making some big time plays, right? We just saw that one. Here's Mitchell Ogilvie, just so calm, cool, collected, step in, yep, cash, let's go. And then we got a nice little roll dodge here, roll dodge back, and then we're going to go short side here, And just a quick little ball movement, high to high. Here's our beautiful bar Mexico. That is just absolutely perfect. And then the quick give and go, right? This is just basic lacrosse. You can't ask for much more than this. You do this every single practice, every single training camp. Just quick stick passes and then cut hard to the net. Get the ball back. You're wide open. You got to bury those.
What do you call it when you bang it in off the post? It comes in across. Is that like a bar Halifax?
Oh, we might have to work. Yeah, Bar Alaska when it goes up. I like that one. Yeah. Right, but
that was our call yesterday.
Yeah.
Bar Baffin Island.
Bar Baffin Island, yeah. I like Bar Northwest Territories.
Yep. I think Bar Baffin, you get the...
Yeah, double B. Double B.
You get the alliteration.
Yeah.
Into the final minute of the first half, it is 7-4 Brock over Guelph. I'm Stephen Stamp with Ryan McMichael, and this is the 2021 Baggataway Cup Championship game. Stick with us at the half for coaches' comments with Coach Nick Subry. After the game, we'll have the presentation of the all Baggataway Cup team, and I guess we'll probably do players of the game.
Yeah, it seems like the right thing to do after the game.
Yeah.
Like if I had a good game, I'd want to be player of the game.
You've probably been player of the game once or twice. Oh, what a pickoff by Wittig, foiling the plans of Guelph.
Tyson Bell, how do you like that one, man? Your boy is just having himself a Sunday. Looking to come home to Port Dow. Sunday fun day with the cup. Curtis Wegger, I know you want the cup to come home, buddy.
Port Dalhousie. Spent many a Henley weekend there.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah. Henley's crazy because you go down and there's like thousands of people. It's like Port Dalhousie is the happening spot. And you're like, whoa. And then Monday morning, if you're still there, if you stayed over the last day, there's nobody. It's a quiet little place.
You haven't done Port Dalhousie right if you haven't done it with Billy D and Mark Steinhaus.
So 25 seconds to go, Brock, with the timeout. Coach Subs is in the house and ready to roll. We'll have a quick break, but it'll be quick. So enjoy some words from our sponsors, and then stick with us to see what he would say to each of the teams if he were coaching them and was over on the sideline at halftime.
Speaking of sponsors, let's give a quick shout out to our buddy Brandon Sanderson, Looney Lifestyles, L22ONY Lifestyles. He's got some absolutely sick swag on his Insta pages and his socials.
L22ONY.
Yeah, so Looney spelled, but instead of the
So
O's,
twos are O. Those are twos.
yeah, it's a double two.
Okay, but there's no O after it.
There's no O. No, did I say an O?
I thought you did.
Oh, okay, that's my bad.
And EY,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. So L22NEY Lifestyles. Check him out on all of his
There we go.
socials. He makes some great, absolutely great swag for the boys.
Very cool. Handing some out to the players of the game, so that's good that we're doing them again today. And I'll tell you, if you'd been in the booth when Jump started during the break, Frick was breaking some moves. Busting out the old school finger points.
You got to. You got to make people, let people know you mean business. And you're finger pointing, you're meaning business.
Pace, watched by Cook. Long pole comes in, Wittig, loads it up. Shot just lets go to avoid a penalty. 11 seconds.
What an absolute
back.
electric midline change there to catch Guelph off guard and have Jeff Wittig come down the pipe, trying to do his best Kenny Wu impression, just can't make it drop.
That'll do it. It's 7-4 through 40 minutes of play. Had to do some quick math for some reason. We are going to take a very quick break, and we'll be back with Coach's comments with Coach Subs. Stick with us here on LSN.
The score at the end of the second quarter is the Brock.
Welcome back, Lacrosse friends. This is Baggataway Cup 2021. Brock Badgers 7, Guelph Gryphons 4 at the half. I'm Stephen Stamp, joined by Coach Subs for Coach's comments. And Nick, what would you say, first of all, if you were coaching the Brock Badgers in Vince Atwood's shoes, Vince Longboat's shoes, or Matt Atwood's shoes, coaching on the sideline right now?
Yeah, I think either way, I think for both teams, I mean, there's not much technical things that you're going to go over right now, right? Yeah. You're in the finals. You've worked hard to get here, and there's no big play change or anything that you can do here to really change the game. I think for now, it's mostly about managing the energy of your team, right? So if I'm Guelph, I know the guys are up right now. They're excited. They're playing well. I would push that energy. I continue, telling them to keep working hard, keep talking out there, keep working together. You may want to make a couple adjustments here and there. I think on defense, they're working well. They're pressuring out, and I would keep that up. On offense, though, again, I still find with their game, they need a little bit more spacing. Right now, they're all crumped in right into the middle. As soon as one of their guys beats a guy, it's easy for Guelph right now to just slide because everybody's so close.
Right.
So if I was Brock, I'd say keep doing the same thing, but maybe take 2-3 yards extra, a little bit wider, just so the slides are a little bit longer, and then they're able to get that patented pass inside for an easy goal.
Right. Find that one more that Frick's been talking about all weekend.
Exactly.
And on the other side, Sam Kozakowski, the veteran, great in-game adjuster. What in-game adjustments would you be asking for?
Again, like I said with Brock, it's all about energy right now, right? Mm-hmm. They're probably looking at each other right now, all depressed. They're down by 3. It's all about energy, right? Like we've all played this game before and many other games. 3 goals isn't a lot, right? It starts with a little change, right? It's one play, make that play happen, and then on to the next play and on to the next play, right? No one play is going to win this game. It's a combination of all those plays. So I would just keep reminding them, have fun out there, guys. How many times can you get in your 4-year career to be in the finals, right? Go out there, have some fun. The actual adjustments I would make on defense, I see sometimes they're too concentrated on their own guys. They got to open up their eyes a little bit more.
Right.
And then And then on offense, I'd say, just again use each other a little bit more. And like at the end of the play there was maybe 45 seconds. They're holding it for last shot. I don't think they need to hold it for last shot. Go score a goal.
Yeah,
if you
and try to get the ball back.
Exactly. It's not about worrying about when to score goals. Right now they need to score a bunch. So might as well just go out there, try to score that goal, and then if the other team wins a face-off, you got a great defensive group. It doesn't bother you as much. So
and maybe I would say dial back on the long passes,
especially on offense. They work on defense because guys are running around when you're clearing. But on offense, you want to run the ball more than you pass the ball. And if you're making a pass, you want to make sure that there's some spacing, and the guy who's catching the ball is running towards the ball and not trying to catch it on his back heel. That's what happened at the end there. The guy's just kind of standing there. It's really easy for a D guy to just intercept that pass.
Just swoop in. All right, that's Coach's comments with Coach Nick Subry. I'm Steven Stamp. We'll be back with myself and Ryan McMichael for the second half in just over 5 minutes here at Baggataway Cup 2021 in North Bay at the Nipissing Lakers Field. Apparently, according to Frick, to be renamed the Doug Udding Field, but very unreliable sources. We'll be back on Lacrosse Sports Network in 5 minutes. All right, welcome back. We are all set to go with quarter number 3 of the 2021 Baggataway Cup Championship game. I'm Steven Stamp with Ryan McMichael. It's 7-4 for Brock over Guelph. And Uncle Frick, what do you think? What do you see happening as we already had a violation by Mitch Gustafson on the faceoff?
Well, Guelph has to get back to what was working for them yesterday, and that is Mitchell Ogilvie, right? Mitchell Ogilvie has to be the key cog to this offense, and everything is going to run through Mitch Ogilvie in the Guelph side, right? We got 40 minutes here to decide. Is Bag Cup going to go down the QEW, or is it going up the Highway 6?
We'll see. It'll be, as you said, 3 goals is not a ton. You can come back from that. Michael Berger can put 3 goals in 10 seconds.
3 shots, 3 goals, right? Shoot. This is
long run from Whitty,
one of those odd times where Ogie's not even on the field. Like after half, Ogie's not even on the field.
That's a little strange.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. He must have equipment malfunction or something, because there's no way that kid's tired.
Did they stayed on the field, didn't they? Or did they go into the...
No, they stayed on the field, I believe, yeah.
So there's a chance...
Oh, there he is.
Oh, there.
Standing at the front of the line.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, attaboy, Oaks.
I was going to say, I had to, after Coach's comments, I had to make a quick trip into the building for the liquid cycle.
I had to make a quick trip to the truck, make sure it was still there.
Yeah. Was it?
Yes, thank
Excellent.
God.
Everything's intact?
Everything's okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, we should mention... We're going to say to let you know you can get 15% off on lockerhooks.com, one of our sponsors, and use the code KUFLA21.
They went with KUFLA21, not Uncle Frick 23.
I know. What's that all about?
They would have got way more business, Uncle Frick was.
You get a lot of locker hooks?
No, God, no. It's unreliable sources. Speaking of my unreliable sources, we were talking about Doug Udding Field.
Yeah, I mentioned it when you weren't here.
Well, apparently, now this is again my unreliable sources,
yes.
The Nick Chikowski weight room, and there is a centaur on order, I've been told.
Yeah, the centaur will be the Chikowski centaur.
Yes, the Nick Chikowski weight room. Apparently, he spent all of his time in there.
I believe it. I guess it's like a centaur, like the athletic center, the athletic centaur.
I'm not exactly sure on the reference. Oh, here we go.
There's Berger. Oh, what a stop by Bellamy.
Wow. Have yourself a day, sir. And he's anti-Dylan Ward, it looks like, too, right? He's just
he's shorts.
He's straight shorts. He's got the compression, the white compressions on. He looks sharp, right? But it's just odd seeing one of these Canadian Jerrys not going in the Dylan Ward way. What a save.
And catching it.
What a save.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, like, nothing seems to faze this kid, right? He's a big game guy.
Oh, what another save, Bellamy.
Yeah,
he's rocking it.
That's almost like the DJ Khaled, right? And another one. This kid is just having himself a Sunday.
Well, he's having a weekend.
Oh, he's had. Well, okay, let's get crazy, right? He's had himself a year.
Yeah.
He's an all-Canadian goal. He's having himself a year, and now he's ready to kill a penalty as well. Like, what can't this kid do? 20 in white. He's having himself a night. He's getting his boys fired up. Let him eat, boys. Let him eat.
You see the run over by the sidelines along his bench and firing him up. Ray Hannock with the, as you call it, the mini Sean Evans head bob as he took that pop to the chin, but the double team. Oh, he almost gets it back. He's shoved over by Ogilvy, and it's grabbed by McGregor Allen.
Yeah, Shawnee really made that famous, right? You'd see Shawnee drive hard to the cage. He throw his head back. You know, guy would have him in the chest. Shawnee throws his head back. Oh, we got a high sticking call, and Shawnee's just struck into the box laughing. I got him.
I mentioned that once on a broadcast that sometimes he actually, here's a drive to the net. Oh. There's a nice save by Cam McLeod.
You know, Cameron McLeod, he's also having himself a day, right? And he's saying, hey, Bellamy, you're not the only guy in the cage, right? Let's go kick Saban a beauty. Oh, flag down on Brock.
Guelph's going to take their time. Ogilvy will slow it, take a little bit of a rest. He jogs slowly up. I was going to say, they've got to have somebody else coming, and Ben Doherty's just joining the fray. Ogilvy watched by Wittig. Berger cutting around to X. Watched closely by Pace. And that bounce pass just did not happen.
Well, I don't know why he's trying to throw a bounce pass when there's a flag down. As soon as the ball hits the turf, she gone.
Yep.
Oh, that was a funny text, Mark. He's sending me clips from 2013 telling me Curtis Knight was slow. And then Mark DeBrone. Greg DeBrone's little brother. And then he's saying he hasn't seen speed like that in an 18 jersey since himself.
Mitch Ogilvy makes up for the wayward bounce pass with a heck of a sidearm to underhand shot.
Yeah, it's just, low to high underhand. Mitch has shown he's got this one in his bag, right? But we've talked about this all weekend. Why is he getting so much space? Like, yes, they're closing the gap, and yes, he's coming off a little bit of a screen, right? Yeah. But we need to be aware of where Mitch Ogilvy is. Like, he is their number one gun right now. Yeah. He's my choice for tournament MVP if I had one, and he's doing everything, right? So this is the guy. Like, why not go 5-on-4? Why not, right? Let's take Mitch Ogilvy right out of the equation, right? Yeah. He's the one that's killing you right now. Get him out of the equation. But I just don't want to glance over the shot, too. The shot is absolutely picture perfect.
Oh, my
right?
Goodness.
Low to high.
He's done that a few times.
And he's not even like he's stepping towards the middle, right? He's kind of stepping down, and he can just ping, ping, ping any corner that he wants.
And the thing, I mean, Michael Berger's been very dangerous. You don't want to leave him too much. Thomas Whitty can be dangerous. But, a lot of these guys are just not Ogilvy. Nothing against them. They're just, let them have the shot. Oh, what a battle. Detweiler comes away with it, takes another hit.
And this is what Guelph needs, right? This is going to get the Guelph crowd going. This is going to get the bench just pumping up, right? The same thing.
You talked about the physical play.
Yeah,
that's the difference, right?
And that's what it is, right? That's the physicality, and it can go both ways. It can go both ways, right? Detweiler he said nope. He gave him a little, little Derrick Henry, little no get off of me kind of thing, and then you get Guelph's bench all hop up and ready to go.
And the penalty coming. There's a discussion happening.
I think they might have 2 against Brock. I know Andrew called one early, and then I saw a late flag coming, but I'm not sure exactly what that one would have been. All right, so we got 1-minute trip so far. And then we got a 30-second interference. So Brock looks like they're going to go down 2 guys for 30 seconds, and then they'll be down 1 guy for the remaining 30 seconds. Nope, we're way off. Simultaneous fouls. So 27 in Guelph would have gotten the interference procedure call.
Okay.
And then Brock would have gotten the 1-minute trip. Yeah, Gussie got the 1-minute tripping call off of the draw. And then it looks like 27 for Guelph would have gotten the 30-second procedure call. So
we go 5-on-5, open space.
5-on-5 for 30, and then Guelph's going to have a manpower advantage for 30.
Ogilvy will start with it over on the far sideline.
Might as well just kill until you get your manpower.
He lobs it to the near side to Doherty.
I don't like those. Those are dangerous to me.
It just looks like a lot of time for someone to run onto it, eh?
Just run right under it. See you later. Bye.
Yeah. Yeah, they are going to wait until he comes out, which will be any moment. There it is.
Yeah, so now we got a 30-second power for Guelph.
Watson joins. Here's Berger, another save by Bellamy.
That one hurt. That one hurt him. He's walking that one off.
Yeah, he's got to get back to the
Jeff
cage now.
Whitting. What a check, Jeffrey Whitting.
Oh, diving attempt. Oh, and there's a procedure call. McGregor Allen can't believe it. He thought it was a great play. But Guelph will get the ball back.
Yeah, I thought that was a great play too, but it looked like he might have just went up against the line there.
Fans are having a good time. We got a nice crowd here. We weren't sure with Nipissing out what it would be like, but the stands are pretty packed.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of people might have taken the drive up from Brock this morning too.
Yeah.
Right? That Brock's got a big contingent here. You know, not Guelph
travels
Guelph,
well.
yeah, Guelph's doing well too, right? But Brock's got a nice little student section going. The drinks are flowing. They're having a time.
Ogilvy around the back. Quite a battle here.
Yeah, Guelph
With
likes this.
Shields
Guelph
and
likes this
Ogilvy, yeah.
matchup.
Oh, just missing. Who's going to get it? Guelph retains possession. It was close.
Yeah, I'm
That's
thinking,
another one where it's a matter of the ball's over to the one side
ball,
again.
yeah, ball or line, right? I think Brock might have been closest to the ball, but the line on the... Oh, Jeffrey Whitting just blew that guy up off of a pick.
Yeah, Berger is.
Yeah,
he
he's
was
slow.
doubled over.
Yeah, and that's a big body Jeffrey Whitting too, right? You're feeling that one. You're feeling that one.
I really enjoy that you're such a big Jeff Whittig fan. So you put the N in there.
Yeah, it's just, frickisms, man. You can't say everything. You can't be perfect all the time. Like, what fun is that? It's lucky if I'm perfect 5% of the time.
On the run, offside shot. Nice attempt by Wilson, but that's turned aside by Bellamy. And really, Bellamy seemed to have that one the whole way.
Yeah, you're not going to beat an all-Canadian goalie with that one. You're coming fading away from the net. Not too much speed on it. Oh,
a little rusty gate. And Whittig hustling to the bench to serve his penalty.
I think if Jeff doesn't run off hard there, he's going to give the referee a piece of his mind. That one it looked like it might have, that's what you might have called a brush, right? It looked like it might have been slip up. It looked like, maybe a little heavy head bob, but, all in all, it's a call around power play for Guelph.
Here's Jordan Aki up into the man up.
Where's this guy from rocking the yellow bucket?
Well, he's fresh from Georgia Swarm Camp.
Yeah, but they wouldn't give him that yellow bucket.
I don't think so. That would be Hamilton Bengals.
There we go.
Is my guess.
I was thinking like a Hamilton, but it kind of looks like a Coquitlam gold.
Yeah, but no purple, right?
Yeah. Well, Coquitlam doesn't have too much purple on their helmets.
Oh,
just
good point.
the couple,
jerseys,
a couple decals. That's about it.
Yeah. These, I feel like these are pretty noticeable, though. I don't know.
Oh, it's an iconic logo.
Yeah.
I love a nice crisp A. I know this isn't surprising, but I played there too.
Lots of time. Bellamy just walking it up. What a tight game. 7-5 Badgers. Guelph has been putting some pressure on. Guelph's been getting the better of the run of play lately.
Yeah, I think this like odd to say, right? Down 7-5, but I think this is where Guelph wants to be. They're still in the game. They're controlling the majority of the pace. It's just that their big guns need to step up, right? Their secondary scorer just needs to step up a little bit more. A little bit more out of Berger, a little bit more out of Watson and Wilson, and then just have Mitchell Ogilvy continue the game that he's having.
Oh, the pass ahead. Does it connect? Oh, no. Big collision. Nolan Schott's going to be the man right there in position. But he kind of overruns it, and Granit comes away with the ball. Schott gets back to his defensive spot, forces Granit out wide. Sometimes, when you've got a lot of pressure, you're kind of getting the run of the play, and you're not scoring as much as you'd like. you kind of expose yourself to a reversal of fortunes, and then the other team does connect. And especially with Brock being so dynamic, they seem to score in bunches. Be interesting to see which way we go here.
Our buddy from McGill is predicting that Brock ends their however long year drought in the next 20 minutes.
12-year run, was it?
12-year drought, yeah. That's our buddy predicting it, not me.
There's 30 or 28 minutes left for the Badgers to do that. It's been 7 years for Guelph as well. So, and these are two teams. I mean, they have between them 23 of the 35.
Yeah, it's odd. It's odd not to see one of these two teams win in the last 23 years, right? What's up, 2-3?
There's Bowie behind the net. Watch there by Tristan Jackson. Bowie's trying to get a shot off. He's wide. Went back against the grain, went a little too far. It's going to be Brock retaining possession, Tyrus Rohanek.
Yeah, I might be biased because of the digits on the back of his jersey, right? But he's having himself a very nice afternoon today, right? He's containing everybody that he needs to contain.
Oh, off the post on the bouncer. And we have a player down. The flag went flying after the player was writhing around a bit.
Yeah, that was just a great kick save by Cameron McLeod, too, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely great kick save, and especially on the rebound as well, right? Just the reaction. He didn't have too much reaction time. He just kick saves it out.
Let's see what happened on the replay. Exactly how this collision takes place.
It looked like a little bit of a late hit after he was coming through the middle. So I think that's what the call. Oh, no, he's going down. And then it's a little bit of a late hit. So yeah, unfortunately, it looks like there's a little bit of contact with his head on the guy's maybe his knee, just above his knee there. But you know, Rohanek is going down, right? So he's leaving himself in a vulnerable position. You can't fault the defender too much there, you know. But it is going to be a call due to the main principal point of contact is being in the head.
Yeah.
Once in a while, I try and get in as many episodes as I can.
We are back underway. Brock trying to take advantage of the space, but a great save by McLeod.
Unbelievable
Robbing
save,
Granit.
Cameron McLeod. He's making a name for himself right now. Good looking to cement a spot on the all-bag team.
Yeah, that goalie spot's got to be still up in the air, right?
Yeah, you got to figure whoever pulls out the W, that's where it's going to go.
That's what I'm thinking. Julian to pace. The spinning shot, another grab by McLeod.
And look at that. We have Jeff Whitting
with the
playing short stick now, right?
Yeah.
You know, let's use all of ice to all of their strengths. Why not put a short stick in his hand? He's a natural goal scorer. He scores beautiful goals in the NLL. Dancing on the crease. Let's get the big dog down there.
He's heading to the bench. We'll see what change he makes.
Oh, Rohanek went off. Right, Rohanek got hurt. Yeah, Rohanek got hurt. He went off.
He's coming back. Oh, so he had to go because he was down.
Yes.
So Rohanek's coming back in.
That's 18 now. Or
I think it's 15 Jack Fitzgerald.
15 Jack Fitzgerald.
So we'll see if Rohanek's able to return. Certainly hope he's okay. You have to be careful, obviously.
Yeah, I see the athletic trainers, and nobody's around him, right? So he's not getting looked at right now.
Ogilvy gets it. Here's Berger. Watched by Romano. A little pick by Whitty, and here comes Berger. Nice shot, but another save. Bellamy just gets a bit of it. Whitty will get the backup. Hustling to the corner.
We got the Hawksbees watching all the way from St. Catharines, Ontario, right now. Ian and Justin Hawksby, all the Lax boys in St. Catharines, supporting their hometown university.
What a hotbed.
Oh,
there are so many Brock Badger alumni in the NLL and everywhere. I mean, I wouldn't even want to start listing because there's so many. I mean, Sean Williams and Brandon Slater, both over 300 points in their Tufla careers.
Sean Williams, obviously, in my opinion, would be the greatest Badger ever, but
yes,
a very biased opinion.
Well, I mean,
easy sell too, though, right? Like
it doesn't take a lot of convincing.
And then his post career too. Like the guy has done absolutely everything.
Oh, the hard shot! That was a multiple mark save by Bellamy. It looked like a stick, arm, face, chest. Pace can't stay in. He steps on the line. Shoved out. Nice cover. Nice, great ride.
Oh, yeah.
Volkov and Ogilvie.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure if Volkov wants to be starting to chirp Tyler or Alex Pace and again wake that kid up, but that was a very, very violent contact. But let's double check on this save, right? Yeah. Mitch Ogilvie just kind of fading into space, catch, rip, arm, every part of the body. Everything. He needed everything to keep that one out, right?
Here's Watson. Conor Watson to Burke. Watch there by McConnell. Oh, what a rip! Mark Wilson's been a little quiet, but that was a very loud shot around the defender into the far corner.
And this is what we're talking about, right? The tertiary scoring, the secondary scoring coming from Guelph. Yes, we got Mitch Ogilvie, the kid is a stud, but we need other guys to step up, right? And this is one of the guys that you and I talked about off camera. He needs to step up. He's had himself a great tournament, but he's going to need to step up, right? A little bit of space, just catch and shoot. Big shot, far side, low. Put the low, what do we say? Put the ball low, let the turf do the work, right? He lets the turf do the work. 7-6, Brock Badgers.
Coming up to the final 3 minutes of this third quarter. It is running time for the 80 minutes, except for the last 3 of the game.
Okay, Mark.
Gustafson.
Mark DeBrone, I need to call you out right now. I'm sorry. I love you. I love the Board brothers. Neither one of them are even close to Sean Williams being the best Brock Badger ever. I apologize. Gage and Reed, not even close to Sean Williams.
No, very good players, but
great players, not even close to Sean Williams.
Hello, Hall of Famer.
What, 3-time gold medalist?
Something like that.
How many Baggataway Cups? How many did he coach?
What a career for Brandon Slade, too.
Brandon Slade, great, great career in Brock as well, right? But you're at a whole new level when you're talking about Sean Williams.
Steve Priolo was a Badger, was he?
I'm not sure.
I feel like he might have been.
Makes sense. St. Catharines Cat. Oh,
Winnig. Kind of wish he was back on attack at this point. Safer up there.
Way safer. You're only getting slashed. You're not getting soaked.
Right?
He looks like he's okay, though. He's a gamer.
Johnny Romano.
Lots of ice on the bus on the way back.
Yeah. Pace gets it, and Pace is going to go for a little breather.
Yeah, he's tired. He's been on all this whole quarter more. All right. It'd be great if we could get time on field numbers to see the numbers that him and Mitch Ogilvie are putting up. That'd be stupid. Yeah. Absolutely stupid.
Conor Cueno, watched by Ogilvie.
Yeah, we got clarification. Steve Priolo was a Brock Badger.
Thank you. Should we just keep throwing them out? What about Greg Granit?
What about the cannonball?
Oh, Patty Cannonball.
He's on the 9-year program, I think, right?
Yeah. Was a veteran. What a beauty.
What about Kitten? Curtis Hall. You ever go there?
I don't know about
that. Would make sense too, right? St. Catharines kid. Smart fellow.
Here's Jack Gerald. Andrew Laverne watching him. Tristan Jackson D's up.
Yeah, so now the DMs are just blowing up. Great Brock Badgers. We can't even start to name. We can't even start Delby Powless. We can't
be great shooters.
We can't even start to name all these guys. I appreciate all the feedback. Yeah. Well, there's no way we're going to get all these guys in.
And we don't want to miss out with some fantastic players. We started mentioning some earlier too. So
yeah,
a lot of great players have come through this league.
Scotty Fitch went to Guelph.
Oh, what a save! Oh, it was a blocked out front.
Yeah, that was a soak by Nolan shot. Then he kicks it out.
And tracks it down, picks it up.
He's pushing.
Stays in bounds. Oh, boy. You got to score. Or set up. Burger. Save Bellamy. What
an absolutely great sequence of lacrosse. You took the words right out of my mouth. Nolan shot with a soak, a 90-yard dash, makes a great pass to Michael Berger, and then let's get it all topped off, right? Top it off with a absolutely kick save and a beauty.
That would have been buzzer beater. Watch this play. And the coolest thing, how many great plays you see in a lacrosse game where both sets of fans are standing up cheering.
Everybody line Nolan, go to cage, draw it out. I would like to take a couple more steps and draw it.
Yeah.
You know, that just all
2 seconds.
Exactly.
I think he's aware of the time.
Oh my God. If Shawty's got the lacrosse IQ right now to notice the time in a 7-6 game as he's running down with his eyes wide open, and his eyes wide open, right? Because he's a big stick. He's not getting to the cage too often, and he made that play on purpose. No one shot. Well done. But they not forget, right? Kick saving a beauty.
Kick saving a beauty.
Kick saving a beauty.
We'll be back with the fourth quarter of a thrilling Baggataway Cup final here in North Bay. We'll see you back here on LSN in just a minute.
You say 20 miles, we say 20 miles, or 20. You say 20 minutes, we say 20 miles, 20 miles, right? 20 miles all the way to pay dirt. What team is bringing home the Baggataway Cup?
When it was 7-4 Brock, we thought, the next few goals critical. Guelph got 2 of them. Let's see what happens now. Zulian taking his time up top. No rush for anybody right now. Rahanic will invert. Head in behind as Bowie slides up onto the top crease. And he is face-to-face with Tristan Jackson. Right in his grill.
Face guard.
Do it.
Oh, big soak.
Nolan shot.
Uh-oh. Bad handles.
Gets away from Aki. He's going to try and knock his man out, and it rolls to shot. He's probably going to score. Oh, come on.
Go for a run, Shotty.
That was a Barry Sanders slip.
No, flag down. So Shotty's just gonna be a smart lacrosse player. He's been a smart lacrosse player all weekend. And he's just proving it right now. But by slowing the play down, let's let our offensive guys get going. He's staying to play too. Look at this. Shotty's wide open.
Well, Pace had him. Now Bodie Shields goes over to take the pole. So Pace can get out on one of the more traditional attack players and plays blown down. And Connor Watson's asking why play was stopped. He wanted to let them keep going.
I think they might have taken too many moves away from the net. I'm not sure exactly what I think, but in the circumstances, you got to make a positive move towards the net.
Power play opportunity here for Guelph to try and tie things up.
Yeah, this is a big one for Guelph. They need it here.
Watson's going to start with it immediately up to Ogilvie. Wilson gives it back to Ogilvie. Whitty takes the pass down low, circles. Berger thought about it. Wilson with the shot up top. Not sure that's the one they were setting up.
World famous line, sir. One more. Mitchell Ogilvie rotating to the top. That's the shot that you want, not you.
That pass is blocked down. Nice job.
Stick. Great stick.
Dante Romano.
Great stick, Dante Romano.
Guelph gets it back. Ogilvie with the ball. Oh. Crease violation. It was going to be actually the Brock ball in the backup anyway because Thomas Whitty thought he had that tap home quick stick goal, missed it, and then was what's the opposite of celebrating? Regretting?
I don't know.
He was regretting that he missed it, and Bellamy took that advantage of that to run to the back line, but it was a crease violation anyway as Whitty landed in the crease. Almost connected. It does roll over to Rahanic.
Yeah, they tried to get and go there, but Jeff's momentum carried him right through the crease. As I say, that's a big body. You're not stopping that truck too slow or too fast. Sorry.
Rahanic with the ride, and then he goes offside.
Unfortunately, that's an offside. Yeah. Might as well stay and play.
Stay and cover them.
Might as well stay and play.
That was a little lack of awareness because he was getting close to the line. Great to ride hard, but
yeah,
you got to know. You got to know you can't go.
No real need for that, right? He was getting the clear anyway, so there's no real need for that.
Berger under all kinds of pressure from the double team. Might as well. You got the extra defender out there.
Might as well.
Lobs it across to Wilson. He spins and shoots. Sounds wide. You're shaking your head. I didn't mind that shot as much. He had some space.
I don't mind it, but it's you're rushing it.
Yeah.
You know, you're rushing the shot. He's thinking shoot before he catches the ball. Right? It's a good spot, but look at this. He can take 2 more steps down, and he's 20 feet wide. He misses the net by 20 feet, and he can take 3-4 more steps right to the net where you get into that home plate area. You know what I mean? Your little home plate area to where that's prime scoring zone, right?
There's a chance. Berger rips it. That one's wide. That was a pretty good shot.
That's a great shot.
Yeah.
Right? A more skilled lacrosse player as well. I'm not taking anything away from the other kid, but Michael Berger's a great lacrosse player.
He's a deadly shooter. There's Ogilvy.
So
Stop's going to track it back down. Oh, my.
That's in the head.
Yeah, that's not good for Dante Romano.
No, that's right in the air, too. That's ringer.
You know, it's interesting thinking about that because we've talked a few times over the weekend about guys who were ready to shoot before the ball got there, knew where they were going, the ball gets there, they spin, they shoot. And it's good, but that's not rushing it. It's preparation. There's degrees, subtle degrees, right?
Let's talk again. I don't want to take anything away from
Mark Wilson.
From Mark Wilson. I don't want to take anything away from him, right? But the guys that we're talking about that are in prime scoring locations and that are catching and they know where the net is and those are different of caliber lacrosse players. These are the Alex Paces of the world. These are the Mitchell Ogilvies of the world, right? These we're Mark Wilson. I don't want to take anything away from you, sir. You're good. But me a little bit more composure, right? And we've seen that when Ogie does that, Ogie's not missing by 20 feet.
Yeah.
Right? Wilson did.
Great to see Dante Romano get up and head to the bench.
Ran off under his own power, too. Yeah. That's a great sign. Great sign.
How about this for as somebody said, a curveball for best Brock Badger ever? Anthony Cosmo.
The cause.
That's good input.
Oh, great tweet. A phenomenal tweet.
I know you're not getting off Willie.
Not Williams.
Cosmo's a beauty, though, man. That's an all-timer.
Oh, right? You're almost looking at a 1A, 1B scenario.
Yeah.
Still not the Will Dog, though.
This is Luca Romano covering Whitty. He's got a little jump in his step here. So I didn't actually check. I'm assuming Luca and Dante are brothers.
Shouldn't assume.
The Romanos. I shouldn't
assume. I make an ass out of us enough.
I know. I don't mean to step on your territory. Guelph really taking their time here. Here's Connor Watson. Ogilvy coming to set the pick, but Watson elects to go back to Berger instead. 7-6 game. We've been on 7-6 for a while.
Yeah, a lot of ball game left, though, Stamper?
14 miles almost.
Ball game left. 14 miles.
Berger! Oh. What a spinning shot. Just plants that back foot. He loved that step-away shot.
And this is what we're talking about. Yeah. He knows he's shooting the ball before he gets there. He's not even looking at the net. He's like, how do I get to my spot to where I want to shoot from, right? You watch some of the great guys dodge from X, like the Rob Pinnell. And guys like that, right? They're not dodging to get to they're not dodging to get open, sorry. They're dodging to get to their shoot spot. Yeah. That's where Berger feels comfortable shooting the ball. He knows as soon as I get there, I just got to plant, turn, and he's done that, probably 1,000 times this year alone. You know, just a phenomenal shot. Tie ball game, 13 miles.
Wittig and a couple of other Badgers were looking to the refs, complaining. It looks like they thought there was a illegal pick. He comes up with it, kind of looks to make sure he's got it, and as he does so, Gustafson and Rahanic just close in on him. Rahanic thought he could I think Rahanic thought he was playing master. He could just you clamp on top of the ball, it's your ball.
Nobody touches you, right?
Right?
I don't know, quick little adjustment for Guelph, though. I'd like to see Nolan Schott on the wing. Like, get Nolan Schott on the wing, right? This Guelph draw guy's doing a phenomenal job putting the ball into a muck against Gussie, right? Who's our best who's our best Blues ball guy right now? The guy with the big stick, number 4. Let's get him on the wing.
The man from Dyson.
The man from Dyson.
Rahanic directing traffic. Jackson came after me. He had to spin away. Looked he was going to get himself caught, but managed to elude trouble. Aidan Bowie decides he's going to go for a bit of a run. Rahanic. Hard rip by Mitch Julian.
Huge shout out to our
Nice save.
Vito Castiglione for hosting, organizing.
McLeod gets it back
Together in out
from Nolan's shot.
Yeah, this is a composure for Guelph is going to be key, right? They don't want to push the pace. As we said, down 7-5. This is where they wanted to be. This is the ball game that Guelph wanted to get in.
Oh, pick off there. Nice job, Liam Connell.
Great stick.
Oh, what a hit. And then Watts gets in to strip it. Volkov with the booming hit.
And look, see, physical lacrosse. Look at the Guelph bench is just all different kinds of fired up now, right? But be great to see this one again. He just blows him up on the side, doesn't even see him coming, right? Just kind of, bad pass. I'm going to get this one back for the boys, right?
This is Volkov right in the side of your screen here. Sees it?
He just reads that.
Oh, that's a beautiful play.
Beautiful body check.
I love Watson jumping on the stick, making sure he didn't slash player down on the ground. They get it back in Guelph with a chance to go ahead for the first time in a long while in this game.
Yeah, well, they haven't been ahead since the second quarter, I don't think.
Ogilvy. Off to Whitty. Oh, Bellamy gets it. Whitty's looking shaken up.
He's hurt.
Yeah.
He's really.
Oh, I hope he's okay.
No, he's really.
He's writhing.
He's really hurt.
Oh, you hate to see that.
No, this one's serious, I think.
I hope not. Hopefully, it's just nothing too bad. You hate to see that. I mean, we were talking about great Gryphons of the past, and I still remember vividly 7 years ago calling the games down at the Civic Fields in Oshawa near the end of the championship game. Curtis Knight just came down, went down awkwardly, and he was gone. He was gone for a year with it was a knee. But we'll see what it is with Whitty. It's looking like his arm, like he hurt his arm, but yeah. So we're not going to take a look because.
Yeah,
it may not be good going.
We're being told this one might be a squeamish kind of situation, or squirmish kind of situation here.
Definitely a lot of pain.
And this is not good for the Guelph Gryphons. Offense at all, and B, just the momentum that they've been carrying throughout this last 10 minutes, right? Like the whole second or the whole start of the fourth quarter here. They've been carrying a lot of the pace. But if we are thinking an arm, it's a good sign that he's kind of leaning on both of his arms.
Jay, just put pressure on both.
Yeah, he's pushing himself up. So
he might be checking the shoulder.
Okay, so maybe if we can talk to the guys in the box here and see if we can get this replay, because it doesn't. Yeah, see, I thought. I thought it was going to be a little bit more of a lower body thing, right? When he spun, I hate saying it because I've done it, but I thought it might have been a knee, right? So we'll see what happens here, but it looks like just See,
it's before contact.
Yeah, and so what happens to me? It looks like he's going to try and drop to get that shot and give him a little bit better of an angle low, and as the slide comes and he hits, he just spins and his foot might have been caught in the turf, and unfortunately he's getting carried off, and I'm thinking that one might be a knee.
That looks a lot like Curtis Knight 7 years ago.
Yeah.
It was on the other side. It was actually going to the right of the booth, but it was over right around where Whit's standing right now, actually. You can see him with the long pole to the left of the pole.
Neither being a right-hand shot.
Yeah, being right here, he was over there and just went down. No contact, nobody near him. And similar to this one where clearly it was before contact.
Yeah. He still hasn't put any pressure on that left knee yet, so...
the bright side for that one, for Curtis Knight, the Gryphons, was that he stayed. They tried to make him leave. He stayed on the bench with his leg up, stayed with his teammates, and celebrated. Oh, my goodness.
Nighter's a gamer, you know what I mean?
As tough a player as you'll see.
Oh, God, yeah.
But, yeah, he stayed there. He celebrated a championship with the Gryphons.
Well, let's hope Guelph can win this, bring this back for Whittier, right? Like they did for Nighter.
And timeout for Brock. And that's probably pretty wise because everyone's a little shaken up. So you stop the play and just let your team. I mean, Guelph's going to be able to get their composure, but Brock, I mean, it's going to be unsettling for them.
Yeah,
let's get them all settled down.
Regroup a little bit.
Yeah.
Right? Regroup a little bit. They haven't had too much possession time in this quarter either, right? So maybe, let's get the whiteboard out, do a little bit of work on the whiteboard, and let's see what Coach Longboat or Coach Atwood can draw up for the offense. So
we've got 10:17 to go. It's 7-7. If we do happen to finish regulation time tied, we go to sudden death or sudden injury, overtime, however you like to call it.
Sudden victory, technically correct.
Yes.
You know me.
4-minute periods. It's all stop time because once you start stop time with 3 minutes to go, it just remains stop time. Doesn't really matter at that point. You're just playing 4-minute sections.
Exactly.
The Baggataway Cup team will be announced. The players of the game will be announced. We'll have the players of the game getting some swag from lockerhooks.com, where you can get 15% off if you use Kufla21 as your discount code. You get 15% off. Don't confuse them.
Let's not forget a nice Looney Lifestyle T-shirt, maybe a hat, depending on what Uncle Frick decided to throw in there. Who knows? Looney Lifestyle, baby. L22ONE or NEY. I did do it again. Yeah, let's try that again. L22NEY Lifestyles on all the socials. Hit them up.
Pretty cool bag that the players of the game will get. All right, Alex Pace will start. That he's covered by Cole Cook. We've seen that 5-on-5 matchup a fair bit. I actually have Mitch Zulian over on the far side starting with it. Tries to get by Laverne. Draws back. Nice save. Cam McLeod. Oh, big hit. Oogie, oi, getting that loose ball. And then making the pass. I thought he'd missed his goalie, but he was actually going for Cardragis.
Crossfield, do all the hard work. And then his buddy throws away like that.
I don't like that.
No, don't like it at all.
Here comes Wittig. That's a long pass. Gets it quickly from Pace. Back to Rex. They're going to play catch a little. Tristan Jackson walking him. High lob up. That one's okay. Back is turned from the defender. Nobody's going to see it. Nobody can go get it.
That one's okay. 7-7 game. You're throwing those into the mix. I don't know about that.
Here's Pace. Aidan Bowie hits Rex. Oh my goodness. That's a save by McLeod.
Did he go into this? Oh, who I can't see that far. Who picked up the loose ball?
I don't know. Maybe Mitch Ogilvie?
My first one of the tournament.
Maybe.
Yeah, first one of the tournament, Mitch Ogilvie. Jesus. Like, come on, man. Like,
ground ball, Mitch Ogilvie.
Leave some ground balls for the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave some for the rest of us. He's picking up everything.
Oh, I like that little decision by Tristan Jackson. As Mark Wilson flashed into space, he was thinking, make the pass, then he thought, I've got lots of time, lots of space. This guy in front of me is running back, and he wound up having an easy pass.
23 in red. 23 in red, right? It's always a good number. It's always a good color. 23 in red. He's having himself a day.
Here's Wilson. Ben Doherty just coming onto the field as the sixth in the attacking zone. Stopped it halfway across and heads to the far side as Berger takes the pass. He's motioning with his head. He wants some space. He's going for a swim move. Going to the net. Oh, Michael Berger! 8-7. The Gryphons have pulled ahead.
Once again, I need to channel my inner Pat Gregoire. Are you kidding me, Michael Berger? Oh, my God. Let's go. What a dodge from behind the net. You know, just swim moves like Michael Phelps, and he gets away from Jeff Whitting. That's the big one. He's getting away from Jeff Whitting, and then he just goes straight to the cage. He puts his boys up 8-7. We got 7.5 miles, Stamper, and an 8-game game. Nobody's seen this coming. Everybody thought, this is Brock's. This
Well,
is
it was
Brock's.
7-4, and they looked solid,
Right? But no, this is the resilience of this Guelph Gryphons lacrosse team, right? They just keep fighting. I don't know how you're going to keep a team like this down.
I think you've got to give some credit to Sam Kozakowski, the longtime coach of the Gryphons. Always just seems to get his teams playing at their peak on Baggataway weekend.
And the thing about him this morning was he was just so mild mannered, right? I kind of felt like I was more fired up for this game than him, and I'm doing nothing but just talking nonsense, right? Like he's the one with all of the strategy, he's doing everything, and he was calmer than I was for this.
That serves him very well on the sidelines. You see that calm on the sidelines. You see it come out in his players.
Exactly right. Everybody's just cool as a cucumber, Stamper.
Yep. Rahanek adjusts the arm guard. Ogilvy all over him. That's a tough little pass, and Nolan's shot. Kicks ahead to himself. Holy cow, he had control. He's like Diego Maradona. Running the field. Wards off the check with the offhand. He's going to stay and play. Okay, now they've got it all set. He's going to go back.
Look at this. Even Ogie recognizes the hard work that Shotty's put in, right?
Gives him the palm slap.
Yesterday, Nolan Shot's coming out party.
Oh, what just happened?
I'm not sure.
They gave the ball to Brock.
Yeah, we were pillared.
Darn it. I was just enjoying the shot play and then the Ogie slap.
Unbelievable play, and then, just a recognition by the best, one of the best players on the team to one of the young studs, like just kind of the passing of the torch almost.
Now, did McLeod get him into that, or did that just miss? I thought it might have been wide by
just a little bit outside, my opinion.
Oh, a hard drive by, is that Braniff? Switching hands, but bangs it off the outside of the iron. Here we're taking a look at that Cueno shot.
Yeah, I just missed.
It's a bit wide.
Just missed. No.
Heard that one all the way up here.
Yeah,
come on, ref.
I don't think TJ's mom liked that call there, right? 23 in red, being physical like every 23 in red is, right? You wear 23 in red, you better be physical. So he's being physical.
And it leads directly to a goal. Conor Cueno, credit to him for taking advantage of the situation. Cam McLeod can't believe it. He thinks there's a crease violation.
I think he might be a little bit more upset with the push beforehand, right? Because it's just a good physical play, but let's not take away from the goal. Thomas Cueno, he hard dodge from the side, a little bit overplay in the top, maybe a little bit too much for being that close to the net. Easy lane, right? Just a hard finish, buries it low. But Clouder might have had a point there, right? There was a little bit of contact in the crease.
Conor Cueno landed on him, bang leg to leg,
right? So he might have a case there for a little bit of GI. But
I mean, is the ball in first? Does it matter? I mean, it's such a fine line, such a tough rule to call.
And that's the thing, you're treading that line when you are making that crease dive, right? So, it paid off for him, right?
Dylan Ward has a simple solution. He says, keep it simple. If you touch the goalie, no goal, you get a penalty, get away from it.
Exactly, right?
I mean, that's the king of the sweatpants himself speaking. He's obviously going to defend the crease, but I do tend to listen to pretty much anything Dylan Ward says. Now,
Goal for the Brock Badgers. Number 4, Conor Cueno.
so Braniff is leaving the field.
I'm not
and
sure.
The coaches are not very happy as they talk to the officials.
Yeah, Addy didn't look like he's still not very happy about that.
Here's a replay of the goal again. You're going to see, this is a great dodge by Cueno.
Number 4, Thomas Cueno here, right? He's slow, kind of call this a little bit of a slow dodge, right? But look at the defensive position. Yes, we always say over-exaggerate the top side, not when you're that close to the crease. That's a little bit too close to the crease for me to over-exaggerate the top side.
Do you want Ogilvy to slide there and go?
No, I want the guy to kind of play a little bit. Play a little bit more straight up, right? Like when you're dodging from the top like that, you want to over-exaggerate because we're Canadians, right? Yeah. We're going to stick to our strong hand. That's just our human nature.
So when he's already underneath.
When he's he's right. So you don't want to allow him to go underneath there, or you don't want to allow him to go over top either. Right? So you're you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
Yeah.
But just the over exaggeration of that top side is what led to that goal.
Yeah. Guelph's going to come away with possession here, and I think it may be from the discussion ensuing after that goal.
Oh, Mitchie Gusbus would have got a procedure call for a push-off, and I'm not sure why it's a penalty, but I saw the play develop a little bit as he's trying to do his Gusbus routine.
Right. And Rahan is just arguing vehemently. Shot by Wilson, easily stopped by Bellamy, ahead to Wittig, and nobody's stepping up to get it. I feel like Guelph could have got that one. Instead, Wittig has a chance. He finds Rexman, stolen by Shot.
Yeah, he finds no
Ogilvy
shot.
Tries to get it. Ogilvy will get the ball. 2 men on him, gets it to McLeod. Great play.
Unreal stick, Nolan Shot, and then you know what? Surprise, surprise, right? Mitchie Ogilvy picking up every single loose ball on this ground.
Agus hits Wilson. He gets it ahead to Berger. Ogilvy now made his way up into the offensive zone as Guelph for the moment is 5-on-6.
Yeah, he's got to. This is where he's got to use his win. Right? We all know Mitchie's not cut off the field. Take your time, kiddo. This is what's working for you. Take your time. But if I'm Mitchie Ogilvy right now, I am in 25's ear. Make that one more, man. This is the kid that you want the ball. I want the ball in my stick. You know Mitchie wants the ball.
Yeah. Let Ogilvy have a chance to shoot. If he doesn't have it,
let him
go
make
to
the play.
Berger.
Let him make the play. Let Ogie make. Leave it.
Watson.
Leave it up to Ogie.
Oh, what a pass! Berger. There's the play, and one more.
One more, man. Like it's and they say it all the time on the NCAA podcast, right? One more to pay dirt, right? Just always, it's either one more step, one more pass, one more, right? And that's what's leading to this goal by Guelph right now. Is good stick. Good ball movement, make that one more pass down low, nice little cut underneath, go across the net, bang it down by his feet. That goalie has no chance, and that's, as you say, that's the best goal in Canada right now, and he has no chance on making that save.
Pretty sure the Guelph fans would argue on Cam McLeod's behalf, but
not the best goalie in Canada, the best goalie playing in a Canadian university.
Yeah. I think Guelph would still argue for Cam McLeod. As they should, but
as they should.
Yeah.
Right? You got to support your boys. And if somebody from Guelph came to me and told me that Bellamy was the best goalie in the country, I'd call you a little bit of a, you know what I mean? You got to support your boys. Yeah. I get that, but Bellamy is just, he's having himself a night, but yet so is Cameron McLeod. So
Wittig is heading off the field with the trainers. He went down to one knee. I thought it was just some fatigue, but he's actually leaving the field, and that could be a crippling blow because Mike Berger is on fire.
I think it just a quick little slip there, Jeffy.
Yeah.
Michael Berger did that hard dodge underneath, right? Jeff was coming out with a little bit of steam. It might quick little pull. Just get on the sidelines, stretch her out a little bit. He'll be back. There's no way Jeffy's going to be sitting down for any time.
Here's Gustafson, hands it off. Aquano. Rahanek. Oh, huge hit. I was watching the pass.
I missed the hit,
and
too.
Gustafson is blown up. Again, his helmet and stick go flying. Honestly, you got to do up the chin strap better. But
yeah, it's hard to say, right? We both missed the hit, and then
not to take away from it, he may have been hit real hard.
No, they seem to be having a real conversation about it. So that this might be a crippling penalty to Guelph, but
I'm not sure if we got that one. If we can see it again.
Yeah, we're just taking a look here.
Okay, I think we will. But 9:53, we are into stop time for these last 3 minutes.
Just trying to find a good angle here.
So Brock's last two Baggataway Cup Finals appearances against Western would have been in 2017 and 2018. Both went to double overtime.
No. Really?
Okay, here comes the replay. Stand by, replay.
All right, yeah, so we're gonna get a chance to see this here. Like just a great rake and take by Mitchie Gustafson, right? But a little bit of a trail check. All right. You know what, Mitch? I love you, kid. Let's get off the field. That's a little bit too much of a sell job for me. He barely touched you. And you're right, Stamper. He does need to do his helmet up a little bit tighter if it's coming off that easy. He barely touched him. It was just, that's a brush. That should be a play-on brush.
We'll restart with 2:53 to go. A 9-8 Guelph lead.
We were trying
Tristan
to fill,
Jackson
yeah,
off.
We're trying to fill something out here paperwork wise. Do we know if it's a 1 or hopefully it's only a 1 because he barely.
It's gotta be.
Barely.
Yeah.
Well, they had a long discussion about it.
Yeah. See what Brock does with this advantage. Good movement. Brandon rips. What a save, McLeod.
Cameron McLeod.
He's making it look easy.
He's having himself a day. Right? He's really having himself a day. He looks like a young Rick Passfield out there, you know? He's got the sweatpants on. He's rocking with that swagger. He's coming up in big games. Like he's just got it going on right now.
Brandon pressures Ogilvie. He just sidesteps him so adroitly.
I'm pretty sure he probably said see you later as he's walking by him too.
May have.
He probably did. That kid has swagger. You want to talk about
Shields on him. Brock is calling for offside. Yeah, they're going to get it.
Oh no, that's just mental error.
Yeah,
mental error, and they're still offside. It's a mental error. That's going to lead to a bad. Oh! Cameron McLeod. You know what, guys?
The butt of the stick.
Guys, go offside. Don't worry, I'll bail you out. Go offside. No big deal. NBD.
How about the play by Aidan Bowie to go horizontal, diving to the sideline to get that by a matter of a foot or so. Brandon Fritz, another save.
Right? But that's the play that they're going to have to make 2 minutes down to get the Baggataway Cup down the QB, right? Like they're going to have to sell out every single chance that they get.
Brandon shoots it. That one's well over the top. Pace will get there. I think they got the backup. Yes, Brock gets possession. 1:38 left. Rahanic looked twice, takes the shot. Pace is still back there. They'll get it again.
Good news on the Guelph sideline is Thomas Whitty is standing up and he's not being covered by Jeff
Whittig steps in, and that is a goal scorer's goal from a guy who's played most of the tournament at long pole.
Yeah, right. And that's again, like we talked about this. Big game guys got big game stones, man. Jeff Whitting, big game guy. You know, he just turned, catch, and absolute rip bar Mexico. But like they just all the work that he does off ball, right? He's consistently moving his feet, looking for that open lane, catch, rip, bar Mexico. Tie game, a minute and a half to go.
21, Jeffrey Whittig, assisted by number 16, Tyrus Rihannick.
Okay, 1:26 to play. Gustafson, Detweiler. Gustafson with the solid clamp, but Detweiler again mucking it up, forcing them to work for it. That's a beauty of a shot someone shared.
Steve Taylor showing me the epic Sean Williams, Steve Taylor, Brock Badger days.
Brock, timeout with 1:15 to go. 9-9 is on Stamp and Stamp. He's Ryan McMichael. This is the 2021 Baggataway Cup on the Lacrosse Sports Network, right here in lovely North Bay, home of the Nipissing Lakers. We're going to just let you know that if we do go to overtime, we'll put 4 minutes on the clock, but we won't necessarily play it all. Kufla used to play the 2 4-minute periods, and then go into sudden victory time, but it is immediate sudden victory. We will put 4 up on the board. It'll be stop time, and whoever scores.
That's almost one of those ones where you're thinking first position wins, right? You
Yeah.
know, that's where you really got to let Mitchie Gustafson earn his paycheck if we do get to the chance.
And
right, if we do get the chance.
Pretty sure. Remember, we had this discussion, and for me things have changed a bit, but I'm pretty sure, and I will double check. I believe there are no timeouts.
Hey, can't take them with you.
Can't take them with you, and I think you get one.
Can't take them with you. DJ here at Nipissing University playing a little John Grant Jr. Pearl Jam right now. Don't hate that. Timing is right. It'll be interesting to see what Brock's strategy is coming out of this timeout. If they're gonna try and soak and just wait for one and win the game, or if they're gonna go and allow Guelph to get the ball back and then see if they can tie her up. I'm thinking they probably soak, right? But we got the big cat wearing the 7-1 in white posted up in the middle, so you got to think maybe a little bit of their play is going to go through him, right? There's a reason why he's there.
Yeah, we'll see. Into the final minutes. So far, Mitch Julian just running with the ball. No designs toward the net as of yet.
You got to think if 71 scores a goal here, he's got to be in contention for player of the game.
Yes.
Right? Tire and the game winner?
Yeah.
Oh, and they were looking for him. Were they
That's
ever looking for him?
Berger gets it. Takes a bit of a push. Are they going to call timeout? They do.
Oh, my God. They called a timeout, but they had numbers. They had numbers.
Yeah, but
they had numbers.
Okay, you have numbers, but 32 seconds. Do you not want to shoot it at the end and not let Brock have a chance?
Who scored the last 3 goals for Guelph?
Michael Berger.
Who had the ball?
Michael Berger.
With what?
Numbers.
Exactly. You want him to go to the cage with the ball. I understand, right? I understand the philosophy behind it, right? Who scored your last 3 goals? Michael Berger. Let the kid play lacrosse.
Yeah, it's interesting because with the if there are no timeouts in overtime, that removes that kind of thing, right? You just got to go.
Got to go. But all the coaching I've done in my life.
Yeah.
Every coach has a play right now.
Yeah.
Right. Everybody's got something that they can run on their call sheet. But you know what the problem is defensively. So does Brock.
Yeah.
Right? So you have numbers. Why are you allowing Brock to run their number 1 defensive slide package right now? Right? Yeah. They know what's going on. They know the ball is going to run through Mitchell Ogilvie. They know the ball is going to run through Michael Berger. Why are you allowing them to set up into their number 1 defensive strategy, right? As I said before, you have the goal scored. He's got the last 3 goals. He's got the ball in his stick, and you got numbers. You got to go to the cage. You got to bury the rock.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I kind of feel like it's if you go and even if you score there, it's sort of like giving Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers the ball with some time on the clock.
Well, but
you also have a goal in the game.
But you're up 1.
Yeah,
right here, have the ball. I'm 1. Have the ball.
Do your worst. You get a goal. Go to overtime.
Worst case on so you're going to overtime.
Mm-hmm. Ogilvie has come across.
Yeah, no surprise.
He'll start with the ball.
No surprise. The ball is going to go from 8 to 1. Let's call it out right now. It's just a matter of when they do it and if they execute it. The ball is going through 8 to 1.
Got some reversals. They got Mark Wilson right over here on the side. Connor Watson, the lefty, 27, is down in the far corner.
Or
Jordan Ackey.
How about their flip play? I'm calling their flip play, actually. They've run that one crazy times.
Yeah, behind the net, just flip it up in the air. Berger grabs it.
Yeah.
Great pressure from McConnell. It's loose, but Ogilvie gets it. Goes to Berger.
Another timeout?
Another timeout with 6.7 to go.
Oh.
Whew.
I'm predicting overtime now.
It's a bold prediction there.
Right? It's crazy, right? There's, it's crazy, but sometimes you got to get nuts. And right now I'm getting nuts calling overtime. Somebody can tweet me how my Cowboys are doing right now. That would be excellent.
Hopefully my Broncos are beating them.
Nobody cares about your Broncos. Everybody cares about the Cowboys. Thank you, Color TV guys.
I'm afraid it is fairly true that at this point nobody really cares about my Broncos, especially since the trade of Von Miller. Woo!
Is that a final? Oh, jeez.
So the final score,
nobody cares about the final score.
You can't hear it. Nobody cares about the final score. Denver Broncos 30, Dallas Cowboys 14 less. 16 points.
31. That's 31.
30-16 Broncos.
He was just kidding. Yeah, 31.
Broncos have like 4 or 5 wins now.
Oh, la-dee-da. Cowboys have 6.
The Broncos also beat the Jets, the Jaguars, and the Texans, the 3 worst teams in the league to start the season. It was a complete mirage.
Big outside. Anyway. I'm calling a big outside rip by Mitch Ogilvie. It looks like they're trying to set up a
6.7 seconds.
Crazy
Berger watched by Wittig, who has been all over the field. Berger takes it, goes up top, Ogilvie down. Wittig pushing him out. 1.5. Shoots. Save. Bellamy. Overtime. 9-9. We're going to have a 10-9 Baggataway Cup championship, and it has been a doozy.
We're looking at a Gretzky going into overtime right now. I can't wait for the next 4 minutes. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, and remember, it is sudden victory, so it may not happen that quickly. Or it may not last that long, I mean.
The score at
first possession wins, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Whoever gets this first possession, I think they win. And I mean, again, if I'm Guelph, we said it, I'm biased. I'm Whippy biased, right? If I'm Guelph, I got Carter shot on this wing. You have to get this ball, right? Mitch Gustafson is having himself a day. You got to get yourself that ball. The guy who's doing it, you put Mitchell Ogilvie on one side, you put Carter shot on the other side.
Nolan shot with Carter shot stick.
Sorry, Nolan shot, and let the ball go into the muck, because that's where it's been going, right? Let the ball go into the muck and let these two dominant wing players get the ball for Guelph, and then just see what happens, because you want this first possession.
Yeah.
You want this first possession almost as much as you want the Baggataway Cup right now.
This pretty much one of the same, right?
Possession is getting you the Baggataway Cup.
Yeah. Thank you so much to Lacrosse Sports Network for having us on, and I hope everyone's enjoying this as much as we are. I think we've got some new fans for Kufla this weekend.
You got one in Uncle Frick, I'll say for sure. I haven't been too updated on my Kufla. Put a little bit of time in this year when I knew I was joining you, Stamper, to do this. But this is very exciting lacrosse today. And it's only gotten better, right?
Yeah,
Friday we started a little bit slow. A couple drubbings here and there. Saturday the momentum picked up a little bit. The intensity picked up a little bit. Today, everybody's on point. The boys are dialed. We're going into overtime, baby. What more can you ask for?
Also, thank you to Nipissing University for being our wonderful hosts, to the crew of volunteers here, the students, staff who have done such a great job making this a wonderful weekend, to the Canadore College group that have broadcast our streams. Thank you so much, guys, for making that possible.
Huzzah.
And, to our Kufla executive, Kevin Kaplis and Mark Walker are here. They'll be presenting the awards after the game. Kevin's the commissioner, Mark Walker's the treasurer, and to our assistant commissioners, Brandon McLean and Chris Lysenko, new to the board. Thanks for coming on. Thank you guys for everything you do. Thank you to the officials for making this happen, for being here and spending your weekend with us and making our calls we love to argue with. And Frick, thanks for coming out, man. It's been fun.
Again, man, thanks for having me. I've had an absolute ball. The jacuzzi tub in the hotel room was absolutely dynamite the last 2 nights. Everybody had a good time, so I'm glad to be here. Hopefully we can rock it again. Where are we going next year, Stamper?
It has not been announced yet. Where it's going. It'll be in the West.
In the West?
In the West,
London, baby. London, baby.
I think Western would be a pretty good place to go.
Let's go. Western, get on the horse. Stamper, Uncle Frick, we're ready to go. We can have a time. Everything's a good time. Let's go, Western.
They're going to be itching to get back on the horse after the Mustangs getting on the horse.
Oh, little bush.
I didn't even realize until I'd said it.
Look at this. Look at this. Nolan shot on the wing.
There you go.
Almost like I know what I'm talking about.
I think they've got you on
this is unbelievable. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about.
On the headset.
Right? Where's Mitch?
Mitch Gustafson. And Kyle Detweiler, who's going to possession. Gustafson, quick clamp. No ball. Gets it.
Rake and
there are no timeouts. We did confirm there are no timeouts in overtime, so they're just going to go play. Rahanic has it. Hands it to Pace. They're going to take their time, get set up. Here comes Josh Rex.
I like this matchup for Guelph. Finally got Nolan shot on Alex Pace.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe Brock's not going back to the bag, having short stick on 7-1.
Pace stepping in.
Get 7-1.
Got Jackson out there. Wittig is back in the defensive zone with his long pole. Here's Zulian looking for Pace. Pace comes halfway to meet him. Tristan Jackson on Pace. Shot staying with Aidan Bowie. Slips on to Granit. He's going to shoot. Save! Cam McLeod.
Wow.
Goes back to Bowie. He wanted to shoot, but they're all over him. He gets free shoots. Scores! Aidan Bowie has won the Baggataway Cup for the Brock Badgers. The first time in a dozen years, Brock is back to the promised land.
Oh, my God. What an absolute dynamite night game. You know, you can't ask for much more out of Guelph, right? These guys were just absolutely fired all day, but what a finish, right? Look at the excitement on some of these kids' faces.
Badgers run down, threaten the structural integrity of the fence.
I got goosebumps right now. This is amazing. I love seeing this. This is absolutely amazing.
There are no losers here.
No.
Guelph, I feel horrible for them because what a game. They're deserving champions, but
What a game.
the Brock Badgers got it.
And they finally do it. They finally closed that 12-year gap.
Yeah.
Right? Finally closed that 12, 13-year gap that they had. And it's unbelievable to see all the elation on these kids' faces right now.